Hello everyone, welcome back to Intuitive Garden Tarot. If you're new, welcome. My name is Nicole. I will be doing a weekly energy forecast, just checking into the energy for the collective viewers for this coming week, May 19th through the 25th, 2025. I have the Ethereal Visions deck. This is the deck that was calling to speak to us today. So let's look at the energy for my viewers for this coming week. This is a general reading, so if you would like to book a personal, detailed reading, you may do so by going to intuitivegardentarot.org, and you can book a session with me there. I would love to read cards for you. Thank you also for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel here on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Okay, so what do we have for the week? We have the Strength card, the Queen of Cups, the Chariot, the Fool, the Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, and Three of Cups. Okay, some strong energy to start with here with those major arcana cards, but I am noticing there are no swords and no pentacles. So swords are thoughts and words, air element, pentacles are earth element, the tangible, material world. So what we have here is fire and water with the cups and the wands. So let's break it down. In the recent past, we have the Chariot, and this is an energy of really pulling things together and moving forward with a vengeance, I'm hearing, or with some speed, focus, determination. Maybe you're really feeling inspired, or something's kicked you in the butt to get you on track. I think there was a stuck energy last week, if I'm recalling correctly, and so it looks like things are unstuck in a big way, which is great. And then you're showing up with the energy of the Strength card here. And this is about taming your inner beast, making friends with your anger, also connecting to your passion. What inspires you? What motivates you? What's fun for you? Further amplified here by the Queen of Cups, so that's why I'm at a loss for words here. I'm just going to let this card talk. So she's holding this cup of love at her heart. So what is it that you love? What is it that you love to do? What is it that feels good for you is what's coming through. I think things have been rough and heavy for quite a while, so maybe you're being called to tap into your joy and your playfulness, and that's amplified even more with the Fool card in the center here. Look how excited and ready this guy is to just have an adventure, to take off, go on a hike, see what's out there, take a leap of faith, start something new. And the outcome here is the Seven of Swords. And this guy is unique. He has two different boots on. He is really holding space for his passion. And you might be feeling some pushback, or what's the word I'm looking for? Blockage, attempts to block what it is that maybe you want to start or experience or explore. There might be some naysayers around you is how I'm getting that. In a way they're looking up to you, but I feel like they're also wanting you to stay the same. Come back down here where we are. Don't go up there. Don't explore those new things because you're frightening us, is how it's coming through. Change is challenging for all of us, and sometimes when we're in a community, family, group, relationship, whatever it might be, job, and we're exploring new adventures, opening up to new experiences, new joy, it can be challenging for others that aren't ready to take that leap or to make any change, and so you might be feeling some pushback around you, wanting to keep you from changing. And what I'm getting is it's unstoppable. There's a momentum coming in, a whole bunch of passionate energy, targeted focus. You might be focusing your energy on multiple projects. There might be multiple communications or messages, whether intuitively or in the 3D literal sense, coming into you. And messages about community, about bonding together and celebrating with your soul tribe, with like-minded people that share your same joys and feelings about things. So again, if you're feeling a little alone in your journey, on your journey, if you will, I'm getting that new people, new experiences, new friendships, new relationships are coming in, again, with a vengeance, really coming in strong. So just hold on to your dreams, desires, whatever it is your path is guiding you to do. Don't let anybody sway you from what feels right to you, because this is really about feeling into your heart this week, and what brings you love, what brings you joy, what fills up your cup of love so that you have love to give to others, because that's also what the Queen of Cups is about, nurturing and loving and sharing their love with others. It's a very maternal figure, and there's such a pressure, speaking of the maternal figure, and this is about nurturing energy, whether you're a male or a female. This applies to everyone. Nurturers and caretakers often overlook their own needs out of the act of being selfless, not wanting to be selfish because they're so oriented towards service to others, helping others. But obviously, or I'm going to restate the obvious, when we don't give to ourselves, we don't have enough to give to others, and then it becomes a closed circuit that just implodes. And even if our intentions are really focused on wanting to help others, we're not going to be helping them as well or as effectively if we're not nurturing ourselves as well. I mean, that should be clear and obvious, but sometimes we all need to be reminded of that when we get stuck in old habits, old patterns, old behaviors. All right, so I'm going to the elemental empath here for some additional clarification. And that is what I was drawn to for this week's energy. What advice do we have for my viewers? Integrated woman, pause and balance. All right, let's look further into this. And again, this doesn't just apply to women, but this deck is female-centric and it only has images of women. This is about integrating your energy, and for any nurturers or people that are really tapped into that feminine energy, I think this is really speaking to you as well. In the fine print underneath, I will need to put on my glasses. Okay. It says self-acceptance, integrate lessons, grounded healing. So tune into that image and see what that means to you. I've mentioned many times on this channel how important grounding our energy is. Those of you that are drawn to videos like this are probably already empathic, intuitive, or at least drawn to the esoteric intuitive arts, and intuition is the most strong and the most clear when we can ground our energy to the earth, which is where we are. Otherwise, the energy and the information is more nebulous. It's harder to define, discern, or interpret. Okay, so I'm just going to remind everyone, any grounding practices you have are very helpful. So pause. Underneath pause, and this is pause as in take a break. I'm going to show you the image and then I'll read you what's underneath. I love that lotus crown she's wearing around her head, really tapping into her third eye. So I'm sensing a theme here. Pause, respond versus react, observe thoughts, that's one phrase, and mindfulness. So we have a lot of movement here with the Chariot, and this is sometimes even considered reckless, like it's just charging ahead, not concerned about what's in its path. And the Fool as well is taking a leap of faith, but it's also not necessarily thinking of ramifications or thinking things through or stopping to reflect. So I feel like you're being called to go with the flow, but remember to take time to assess how grounded you are and just check in if you're on track, if your energy is being depleted or nourished. Are you on the right path? Do you need to course correct? Do you need rest? Do you need nourishment, etc.? Or just guidance can come through when we take breaks and pause for a moment, okay? So balance is the last card here, and it says, all is connected, balance extremes, inner and outer. So she has one black wing, one white wing. We have the Tao symbol, and her hair is half black, half white. So this is really about integrating duality and staying in a centered path, and that theme is very much here on the Chariot card as well. Notice how he's being pulled in his chariot by a dark sphinx and a light sphinx. So that too is giving a nod to pulling opposing forces together and moving forward with that. So you might be doing that inside yourself. You might be doing that in your community, your family, relationships. But the overall theme here is really nice, and it's just suggesting that it's time to have fun and explore your joy and be open to messages, guidance, and new experiences and new people. So that sounds good to me. With that, I wish you all a wonderful week. Thank you again for watching my video to the end, for liking my video and subscribing to my channel. It helps me so much. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.